In a town where shadows dance with moonlight, I never thought I'd be telling this story. But here I am, watching as two figures emerged from the mist one autumn evening. Their arrival changing everything we thought we knew about our quiet little corner of the world. The first one, Viktor, moved like winter itself, graceful, cold, and timeless. His eyes held centuries of lonely nights, and his smile, well, it was the kind that made you wonder if you should run or stay forever. Then there was Lucas, wild and untamed, with a laugh that echoed through the forests like a wolf's howl. They couldn't have been more different, yet fate had something twisted in store for them both. And at the center of it all, that would be Sarah Chun, the girl who worked at the local bookstore, who always seemed to know exactly which story would heal your heart. What none of us knew then was that Sarah had her own story, one written in the stars long before any of us drew breath. Viktor, having sworn of love after centuries of heartbreak, found himself drawn to her like a moth to flame. He'd watch her from the shadows as she locked up the store each night, fighting every instinct that told him to approach. Meanwhile, Lucas couldn't stay away if he tried. His wolf nature pulled him toward her like gravity itself, showing up at her door with wildflowers and wilder stories. But here's where it gets interesting. As the full moon approached, the tension between Viktor and Lucas grew thick enough to cut with a knife. The vampire and the werewolf, ancient enemies, now circling each other in our small town square, both claiming love for the same woman. The night of the full moon arrived, and with it, everything changed. Viktor's fangs gleamed in the moonlight as Lucas's form shifted, fur replacing skin, claws extending from human hands. They faced each other, ready to fight for Sarah's heart. But just as they lunged, something extraordinary happened. Sarah stepped between them, her eyes blazing like molten gold, her presence stopping them both in their tracks. You see, there was an ancient prophecy, one that spoke of a being who could unite the children of night and moon, or destroy them both. Sarah wasn't just the girl they loved. She was the key to their salvation or their destruction. The air crackled with power as she revealed her true nature. Neither vampire nor werewolf, but something far more ancient and powerful. She was the daughter of the moon itself, destined to either bridge the gap between these supernatural races or end their existence entirely. Now, as I write this chapter of their story, the three of them are still figuring out what this means for their future. Can centuries of hatred be overcome by love? Can destiny be only time will tell. But one thing's for certain. In our little town, under the watchful eye of the moon, a new chapter is being written. A story of love, destiny, and the choices that shape our fate. And if you want to know how this tale continues, make sure to follow along. After all, some stories are too powerful to be contained in just one telling.